What if your smartphone could do something more? Something you never imagined a phone could do? Well, we've done it. We've taken your smartphone and made it fly. There's an entire realm that has never been tapped by a smartphone until now. Introducing Phone Drone Ethos, the first and only device that allows your smartphone to access the third dimension. With Phone Drone Ethos, we've leveraged the sensor, processor, and wireless capability of your smartphone. What you get is a powerful, cloud-connected aerial vehicle at a fraction of the cost of a typical drone. Ethos doesn't even require two phones. Just use a single device and set your mission. Or you can tether it to another device for real-time control in FPV. Phone Drone is packable and can be broadly extended. Not only that, but Phone Drone Ethos is the first drone that can be controlled from Apple Watch. Our team will be releasing the Phone Drone Controller API to the market, allowing developers to build drone capability into their existing apps and even create completely new apps around this technology. With over 10 million mobile app developers in the industry, Phone Drone Ethos will have the largest potential developer community in existence. Imagine the innovation. Where will it go? Image recognition, obstacle avoidance, swarm operation through the cloud. We know the possibilities are endless, but we need your help. We need you to join in on the revolution. Be one of the first to usher in the new drone era and let Phone Drone Ethos give your smartphone access to the third dimension.
Flying on a paper airplane must be so magical. With your help, magical is about to become unfreaking believable. This is Shai, a pilot, an industrial designer, and an inventor. He is a world-known expert in cool stuff that flies. 2 years ago, Shai was challenged by his friend to create a smartphone-controlled paper airplane. Thanks to 21,000 backers on Kickstarter, he made it happen. People all over the world are now controlling paper planes from their smartphones with PowerUp 3. Shai proudly came back to his friend and his friend said, "Wow, that is magical. But you can't put a live streaming camera on a paper airplane." Shai thought for a minute and said, "Challenge accepted." Now, after 2 years of testing and prototyping, meet Shai's new unfreaking believable invention. PowerUp FPV. The first ever paper airplane drone with a live streaming camera. Using state-of-the-art technology, PowerUp FPV lets you see what your plane sees. To put it in different words, you feel as if you are flying through the air, riding a paper airplane. Yes, PowerUp FPV makes your regular paper plane look like a kitty next to a lion, riding a T-Rex. Just take a piece of paper, fold it into a plane, and attach the module. Put your phone in the cardboard viewer, and you're ready to fly. The camera streams live video to an app on your very own smartphone sitting in the head-mounted goggles. To control your plane, just tilt your head lightly. And there's also a gamepad mode for when you feel like handheld control. PowerUp FPV's camera can swivel around. That's how you also get wing view and back view, so you can see this defining moment in your life. Look, it's you flying a PowerUp FPV. Shai wanted to create the most immersive real-time experience. That's why he partnered with the good folks at Parrot, world experts in wireless streaming and creators of the AR drone. With their help, PowerUp FPV streams live video over Wi-Fi from over 300 feet. To make the experience really smooth, PowerUp FPV has a ton of sensors and an onboard computer with real-world autopilot mode, making it nearly uncrashable. Nearly. PowerUp FPV is ready for production. So if you love flying and want to ride a paper airplane, back PowerUp FPV and help make what was once magical unfreaking believable.
Several years ago, our team was part of DARPA's ex-VTOL competition. We knew that we could evolve significantly beyond where the state-of-the-art is. We had the aircraft that would hover better than a helicopter. It would fly faster than a missile. We had the world-beating quad rocket family of aircraft. And you can see, of course, it's shaped like something between a rocket and a bullet, but with a quadcopter bottom. It hovers better than a helicopter because it has lower boat tail drag. It also flies faster than a conventional quadcopter or even airplane of this type of configuration and with these types of engines on it because it is so low drag. So this is a conventional quadcopter configuration. 4 different propellers. As it races around, the flow turns almost 90 degrees as it goes through. You can see that a great deal of power and energy is wasted in a conventional quadcopter configuration as it struggles to keep itself in the air by hanging on the 4 propellers. The configuration of the Quad Hawk is significantly different. This aircraft, in addition to being significantly lower drag, does not rely so much upon the propellers to provide lift, and instead, in high-speed flight, it levels out and it relies upon the wings for high lift and for maneuvering as it goes around turns. It has extra reserve power that will propel it continuously through the turns and allow it to speed through where the other ones will be lost. This is the drone racing world's next evolutionary step. We've prototyped it, we've done the engineering, we've flight tested it, and now we want to put it in your hands for testing. That is the goal of our Kickstarter program.
Flight is such an amazing adaptation. A creature that flies doesn't have to think about how. I'm Patrick Edwards-Doherty, and I founded Pleiades. I grew up with stories of sentient robots and magic pets, and no one ever had to tell them how to fly. We've been taught to think of robots as tools, each one designed for one specific chore. What if, instead, we design a robot as an extension of ourselves, versatile, open to possibilities, experiential. Spiri comes with the basics of flight built in. It's programmable. If you make hardware or software for Spiri, you don't have to worry about how it flies, holds steady, avoids bumps or recharges. You can move on to new things. Just imagine what you can do with that.
We wanted Spiri to run your applications, but also keep its flight reflexes alert at all times. So, we isolated flight from the applications on two separate processors. We know from experience that quadrotors can be subject to sudden jolts and collisions. So, we designed Spiri to be light and exceptionally strong. A carbon fiber ribbon protects the rotors, and the body is reinforced at points of impact. Spiri is programmable, but how will anyone get your apps? That's why we're building a platform. It'll work like an app store on your phone. There's enough processing power on board to run a wide range of applications, and a slot on top for sensors or other accessories. As a creative team, we wanted to bring these elements together in a beautiful form. That was an important part of bringing Spiri to life.
Spiri has a 1 gig processor, 4 gigs of memory, Linux and ROS. It's set up to make development easier for one or many Spiris.
Spiri offers a layer of abstraction that is very interesting for software engineers. You don't have to fuss about the mobility, you have that already built in. Just go right ahead and go and solve actual problems.
One of the things that intrigues me about Spiri are the possibilities on the commercial application side when it comes to marketing for airborne video production and stills. Additionally, when it comes time to actually inspect buildings, to be able to have a unit pre-programmed to automatically go and inspect certain key features is going to be of tremendous benefit to property managers and builders.
Here in Montreal, we have a really booming scene as far as rooftop gardens sprouting everywhere in the city. It would be really interesting to use computer vision to actually automate taking care of all those little gardens. In Laos, where my family is from, there is a huge problem with unexploded ordnances. It would be very interesting to use Spiri to survey large parts of land in order to find those unexploded ordnances and save lives.
Your support will help us improve our equipment and expand production. The more you get involved now, the sooner Spiri will be ready to use. We want Spiri to reach the most people possible, so help us make it good and friendly.
We want Spiri to have an extensive API and a set of intuitive flight maneuvers so that you can start hacking with it right away.
We're looking for all levels of support. If you like what you see, contribute, and please spread the word. Spiri wants to meet you too.